Chronicles of Football podcast.
You know how it goes.
About the guests.
The guest we've got this week. Chronicles of Football podcast. We're live inside. Another one for them again. I go by the name of JNR, your host. I've got the biggest co-host in with me in the building.
Oh my God.
The big father from the south side. We just got to let them know. The big father from the south side.
No, my name's real simple, innit? It's real simple.
I
It's
know,
only 4 letters.
I know that, but they got to know that you're the real father from the south side, yeah? South side Jenna.
I have to appreciate it. You know how it goes.
What's
happy people.
What's up,
What's going on?
I'm good,
What's
man.
going
You?
on, sir? You alright?
I'm blessed, man. Everything good?
Yeah, can't complain.
What, new week?
Yeah, nah, you know what? Like, the boy's back from injury, so
Love that.
he should be playing next week. So
Big.
yeah,
big,
first
big.
game since pre-season. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for him.
I love that, man. That's how it's got to be. You've got to keep them on their toes and
Bro, you know how it goes.
keep them kicking on.
I
'cause I
definitely
heard
have to keep them on their
them
toes, mate.
18s ain't. They got a little peppering against the boys in blue on the weekend. It's mad.
Yeah, I know. Well, we don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
we'll leave that for another day.
We'll have another conversation.
We'll leave that for another
Yeah.
day. But we've got a special one today.
No, we have.
We've actually got a special. I know we say that about all.
No,
our
we
guests,
say,
but-
yeah. Everyone's going to go, but you say that every
But
week.
this one's a special one simply because of it's that saying what could have been,
What should have been.
what should have been, what could have been.
But as we always say, it's always about potential and
Yeah.
how people view you and
Mhm.
all of this. And with this story, I think it's major,
Definitely.
if I'm being honest. It's
Definitely.
paramount.
Because when you look at what he is now and the age he is, again, you're like, what could have been?
Why aren't you in the league?
Yeah.
Like,
You
honestly,
know what I
why
mean?
aren't you in the league, mate?
Not even on
Like,
a disrespect for him, but
Yeah.
bruv,
No.
why are you not no disrespect to who he is and where he's playing, but why are you there at this age when you should be? Do you get what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into that.
we shall.
So, ladies and gents, without further ado,
We have.
another one from the south side of the river.
We're sorry. We're
Yeah.
sorry. I know it's getting repetitive with the South, but we told you
And
about
it's-
these ballers.
And it's not intentional, it's just,
told
it's
ya.
just something in the water over there.
Told you.
It is,
Yeah.
it is, it
It's
is.
heavier or something.
It
I'm
is,
telling
it's
you.
different over here.
It's
It's
different.
different, it is.
Yeah, it's
It is.
different. I'm telling you.
But without further ado, we're gonna get into it. Mr. Dom Vose.
Pleasure.
you doing, sir?
You
Thanks
good?
for having me. Yeah, good, thanks,
Are
man.
you keeping everything best?
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Love
All
that.
good, man.
Can I just ask, what team do you support?
I'm Arsenal.
Okay,
I'm
we
Arsenal.
keep it moving.
Well, you're on this side.
You did come last week then.
Well,
You did gloat a little bit.
Well, you're on this side.
Yeah.
This week.
Oh,
you know.
wait. Before we get into Dom, you notice what he done there, people? Like, he spoke about Arsenal and he tried to play it down because they got a 1-0 loss.
I like the way
But he
you
didn't.
won. I know-
But he did not talk about my team this week. Which got a 4-1 win.
Who's that?
What do you mean, who's that?
Oh,
There was no one else that
Newcastle.
recorded.
Oh,
it.
Man U,
That-
Man U.
please.
Man
The disrespect showing people.
Man U.
Anyway,
Fernandes and
we're
them,
going to go into our interview now, please,
Fernandes
people,
and
because
them,
you know these
but-
people are just disrespecting my thing, yeah?
But Dom, one question we always ask the guest. The
Go on.
first question we always ask the guest is, why football?
Why football? I don't know, man. Just always, yes. I think just remember being a picnic, just loving it as early as I can remember. I think my mum would say from like 2-3 I was playing, kicking the football around, but from 7-8 that I remember playing, that's always what I wanted to do. Like Sunday league, I think I was at Tulsa Boys. I just love football. Just yeah,
Also, that's a yellow
and blue.
kit.
That's
I
that was
remember
my
them.
thing.
I
Like
remember
Tulsa,
them.
that was yeah. So yeah, like there was no. Obviously, I was done. Nah, I didn't do any other sports like that. No, football, always football.
I said, no.
Nah, I didn't.
Not
I
even,
didn't.
what were you in, like a school, like primary school team foot?
Yeah,
secondary
done all the primary school teams,
Yeah.
district football.
Okay.
Yeah, all the other sports. Like,
Mm.
don't get me wrong, I was active enough to do it. It just never took a liking to
Yeah.
any real sport.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
Football was your love.
Yeah, I've done a bit of physical. I've done a bit of judo as a picnic, but that was the only one that I remember going to actual classes for, like
And
bit of
doing it.
doing
Okay.
it. All the other sports were just
Flybys.
yeah, primary school and everything.
You had to do it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So how did the journey begin in terms of you kicking the ball around and smashing up the yard, or just kicking the ball against
Who
the
brought
wall?
you to Tulsa?
How did the journey start at Tulsa?
I can't remember, mum, dad, one of them.
Mm.
But yeah, just
Or was it a thing where you were just active and they just wanted to get you in
yeah,
the sport?
like
Or?
yeah, just I was a typical boy in it, like you know what I mean, played out, rough, you know what I mean, yeah, on the grass across the road in the estate, across the road from us.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just like I enjoyed it. Obviously, my dad loves football. Older brother played football. And yeah, like, so what my mum and my dad took me down to Tulsa boys, and that was the start of it, really. And yeah, that was that, man.
So as you know from grassroots, you're always running around, running from goal to goal, smashing the goals in.
Yeah.
You can go on scoring 10 goals.
Yeah.
So I guess you were more of like an attacking player, right?
Yeah, more attacking player. Yeah.
What, from early?
Yeah, always been an attacking minded player.
Yeah.
Obviously, them ages I don't obviously remember my mindset on football,
Yeah,
but
of
I just
course.
know as an attacker,
You was always
it's
forward.
always forward.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean. As I got a bit older, always been forward, always been my thing. But as I got older, I kind of saw football different from my age group, if that makes sense. I looked at it from a different perspective in terms of the beautiful game. I remember that bit. I think my way of thinking of football has been very different from young in terms of my peers and the levels I've been at.
All right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So as me coming from a coaching perspective,
Yeah.
I always know if you got hot talent from young, you're always gonna get them scouts lurking in the trees, disguise themselves in different type of jackets.
Of course.
So how did your journey begin in going from grassroots football
Academy,
to an academy?
So I was at Tulsa, 12, 13 maybe. Then I went to
that long, yeah?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm pretty sure something like that. And I
Yeah.
went to like Jason Yule.
Junior League.
Junior League,
Yeah.
it was
Junior
Junior
League.
League,
Alright,
yeah.
Cool.
So I went there under Leon, Colin,
Yeah.
Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah,
Big up them lot.
Big up Colin, big up Winston.
So I went there maybe 12, 13.
All right.
Obviously, Colin was in with Palace at the time.
Yes.
Obviously, we had the older team. A few of them was going in at Palace. So I think Palace was my first. I don't think I've ever signed at Palace like that, to be honest. But I remember just being
Just
in
going
in, played
Training, playing a
like,
few games.
Yeah. But yeah, then I remember being properly signed at Fulham.
That's what you remember.
Being
Fulham.
signed at Fulham.
How old was you at Fulham?
I went to academy late.
Yeah.
14 maybe.
Okay.
14.
Right, so you're going into, say, under 14s. So
Yeah,
13, 14.
13, 14, I'd say, yeah. Like, at 13, 14, I'm definitely training Palace, gone into foot. Like, yeah, in around that age when the academy started for me, yeah.
Right,
around that age.
Okay.
And that was it, man.
So from Fulham,
Go on.
how did you? What was it like there? To be fair,
Fulham
your-
was alright, man.
how long did you spend there?
A year maybe.
Yeah.
It was weird because when I went to Fulham, so maybe I was in year 8. So when I went to Fulham was obviously I got kicked out of school. So I went to school in Croydon and got kicked out of school.
Yeah.
So I was going to a pupil referral unit.
Yeah.
But Fulham wanted to start a program because they had a school behind the training ground. Coombe Boys. Yeah.
Coombe.
So I was the first student to ever go to
Coombe.
that. Yeah, from Fulham.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
so I've left my centre maybe year 8 and gone to Coombe. So I was going into school, 2 lessons, training with the youth team. So that was my. So I've been.
So
like
that's that. Yeah. No.
What?
Year 8 now is 12, 13. So year 9.
So about year 9. I probably went. So I think I went. They got me into the school, and they started the program maybe the following year. So
you was already
in the I was already at Fulham and I was already in a school. So they integrated me slowly just to see how it would work.
Yeah.
The others come
Well,
in.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, alright.
So I think maybe year nine, the rest, or was it year 10? So I just remember doing about a few months going back and forth between school, training, whatever.
Mhm.
But what was that like? Wasn't that a bit weird?
Yeah, it was weird, but
Especially you're coming
yeah,
from normal school,
yeah.
and then you're going centre,
And then
Yeah.
you
and
go
everything's
to
kind of regimented in both.
yeah, because obviously, and I went from a mixed school
To a boys' school.
yeah,
And the centre
the
as
centre
well.
was like 3-4 kids, and I remember being at the centre like I wasn't like the kids in there, respectfully.
You knew.
Yeah, they was asbos, as you would say,
Yeah,
bad
they're
kids.
bad
Bad
kids.
They were
kids.
bad dudes, yeah.
I
They were bad.
was not a bad kid. I had fights. I was just a boy in it, like,
Yeah.
like, cause like I wasn't stupid, respectfully in it, so I could do my work. I just was just typical, you know what I mean? Distract kids, have
Yeah.
fights, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I
But you got labelled.
yeah,
That's what happened. You got labelled.
So went to all boys school. Yeah, like it was like, obviously it was because I mean, where's that school? That is like
It's different.
It's New Malden.
Because
Yeah.
you're coming from Croydon.
Yeah, Croydon,
and
go to
Lambeth,
Newbury,
go to
yeah,
it's different.
Then it's like
different.
The boys are different.
Yeah,
the
look,
people
They're
are
not even,
different.
and they're not from
Yeah,
that. They're from
yeah,
further
yeah,
out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like Cobham, Guildford,
So they're
yeah,
like
Guildford,
Kingston and
Malden,
all
all
that.
them
Exactly.
areas. Yeah.
Remember, I think at this I'm living in Croydon, so I'm getting a tram from Croydon all the way to Wimbledon,
And then from Wimbledon,
getting on a
yeah.
train, a couple stops to New Malden, then
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we don't wrong, I got on with everyone. But it was different because little white kids, just not the same background.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Naturally. So going into Fulham, it was enjoyable. Like I trained with the youth team. I think Gary Brazil was the manager youth team at that time.
So
Yeah.
hold on. You're saying you're 13, 14.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And you-
About 14. I started that going school training.
Training.
About
and
14.
you're training with the youth team at this
Youth
time.
team, 14, 15, I'd say.
Okay.
So, yeah. Training with youth team. Like, so who's in my youth team? I think Matthew Briggs.
Yeah.
Right back.
Left
Yeah.
back,
The
centre
guy
right.
that got the
Yeah.
Premiership.
Premier League record, yeah.
Yeah.
Briggsy, Jordan Wilson. There's a few foreigners they had. But yeah, I remember going training. It was enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like it was different. Remember, I was sitting down eating lunch. First team, Jimmy Bullard was first team there, and
Yeah.
so it was different. But I was just young, didn't really, it was whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then I think maybe the following year 10. Rest of my teammates come to the school, and it was fun then because more
You got
my
the teammates.
my
Of course,
teammate.
yeah,
Yeah, I think we're in year 10 now, so we have a little prod with the year 11s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but then we would go into training.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Still going in, but I think in the midst of year 10, I've left Fulham. I can't remember why. Probably there's no real problems, but Fulham.
You left in the sense of one day you just said I ain't going back.
No, I
or-
think I remember having little problems there, like weird problems. Like I remember I was young. I had a.
Man's all smiling already.
I-
Man's
young.
got
You know-
glint
you
in
know
his
what I
eye,
mean?
No, 'cause I remember
he
it, like-
he knows, you know.
clear,
I
like,
remember-
you can see
I
it
remember,
today.
I remember
Yeah.
having wearing white boots. Little thing, don't wear white boots. Using outside of my boot, don't use that. I had a Mohican. Brother told me to get a Mohican haircut. It's like about 14.
And that's when it was in, because that was that
Yeah,
era
you
where
know what I mean?
Mohicans were in.
And my older brother, so
Yeah.
he's 35. So yeah, he's
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
That was the thing. Told him to cut it off. I remember that. Told him to cut it off.
Yeah.
Dad said, nah, like you're not cutting off, like.
Yeah.
And so when I look back at we'll probably get into other things, but when I look about my career, things like that started early with me, man.
Yeah.
And I was just about to say, it sounds stupid. Like,
Bollocks.
white boots,
But
or
it's-
using the
it's-
outside of your foot.
You know,
and
it's
I'm
like
saying-
that with school though.
Yeah, but that's
It's like that with school.
but that's probably why.
But that's why I said label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you get a label like school.
Mm.
As you said, you weren't that bad.
Yeah. But
Well,
you'll get labelled
typical
because
now.
I
Typical,
got
like, yeah.
labelled because
Yeah.
there might be a fight going on. I might be there. It's my brethren. I might be there.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, Dom's involved.
Dom's
Yeah.
involved, yeah.
And
Do you get what I mean? And it continues to go that way.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
And my dad's always said, like, I've got a big character. but like without me knowing, kind of thing. Like I could walk in a room, people would know me, but I'm not trying. That's never been my intention to be the big I am. But
that's
just
what you
project,
bring out.
yeah,
That's your aura. That's what it is.
So when a problem happens, Dom, at football, Dom, I'm like, I get, like, I'm involved in everything, kind of thing.
Sounds familiar.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I said that was that. So
come out.
Yeah, so left Fulham. I remember just a little thing like that. Fulham, nothing mad in the sense of fucking smashed up the place.
Yeah,
you know,
you cuss out one
no,
of the coaches.
it was never like that. It was more maybe, as my dad might say to me, because I didn't finish school properly. It's a slight authority problem. Because if you go to school, if you finish school, you have teachers.
Yeah.
So I dropped out school year 9, year 10.
Yeah.
So I don't have
that. The authority with you is different.
It's different. So when you talk to me so I might react in not that I was. You could just put maybe see face works, little young boy days. So
when you left there, was it like they released you, or
I literally couldn't remember exactly.
But wherever you went next, it's not like there was a payment where they had to buy you or anything.
I think no. Let's say no. I think you might be right. I think there was. I went to West Ham from Fulham, but obviously I went a couple trials in between. I went Man United in between.
Okay. So who did you trial with? So let's not go too fast now.
Yeah.
Let's not go too fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Go on.
Let's not go too fast.
Because he's trying to not. I know it's Man United because it's just Man United. It's just yeah. It's just one of them.
Yeah, it's young days.
Yeah, it's just one of them.
Yeah. Again,
come like Sunday League. But
have to look
in terms of when you left there, you said you went up to United. How did that come about? And what was that experience?
And how did these trials start?
Yeah. I said, like, I'm young. I'm just playing football. Just playing football. I don't.
Did you go back to Tulsa?
No. I think I was
literally full.
Yeah. Once I went academy. Yeah. Once I went academy, I never went back Sunday League. But so I can't remember exact order. But I remember going out to Man United. Done a week at Man United. Went into Chelsea's.
Okay.
Arsenal. I'm going Tottenham.
Oh wow!
Well, I've done all these clubs. Like, I kind of got offered a contract really at all of them, give or take, kind of thing, without going into depth of it. Well, I just remember wanting anything Man United. I went up there for a week, and it stands up because I was like 15 maybe.
Yeah.
November times.
Cold.
Free, like, no, ridiculous. Like,
I'm
15, different.
Different.
And
up north.
Yeah, it's different.
It's not like that.
No, it's not, man. So I remember that, and I remember like I'm training, but I don't know about Under Armours at these times. You know what I mean? You're just training. Give me a t-shirt and just a rain jacket. Weather was different. Like I remember it. But I've gone up there. I've done well. Like done really well up there. And played a game. I think Aston Villa won 4-0. Like done well. Offered me to come back, and I kind of remember saying I didn't want to go back. I just couldn't live in Manchester at that time. It wasn't. I was young. I didn't understand it. Basically, no, not for me.
Yeah.
So in the midst of that, I've gone. West Ham's come out. I've gone to West Ham basically.
Yeah.
So again, the Man United's, Arsenal's, don't say turn them down. I've gone to West Ham. It's in London, and on paper, West Ham has the best chance to bring through a youngster at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you remember that time, I can't remember what year we're talking. I couldn't tell you. But I remember like I was in the papers with the Man United thing, all these things. But at the time, Man United bring through players like that. Chelsea ain't, Tottenham ain't. Arsenal always give or take.
Yeah.
But West Ham has the best track record. Junior Stanislav, Freddie Sears, Zavon.
Oh, during that time there?
Yeah. Zola was in charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, gone West Ham, but now I'm still going to school in Fulham.
Oh, so you're still at Coombe?
Still going to Coombe. So this is like probably 15 now.
Yeah.
But what's happened now is West Ham, they do day release. So Thursday and Friday, you didn't go to school. You train in the mornings.
Yeah.
So Monday to Wednesday, I'm not at Fulham, but I've still got the Fulham schedule. So I'd go in and have a couple lessons, but then I ain't got to do anything the rest of the day kind of thing.
Yeah, because they're training.
Yeah,
You're not part of
I'm
that,
not part
no.
of that.
Yeah.
I remember like I would like leave lessons and just go ICT room because like I just remember my head wasn't in school. You know what I mean? Like because I was never trying to disrespect the teacher. I'll say like, miss, it's not for me, kind of thing. Not that I think I'm too good or whatever, too nice. Mentally, I'm not here. Like I'm not here. So that's when I've just said I've gone in full time at West Ham. So because I said Monday to Wednesday, I'm doing in 3 days. I'm doing maybe 5 lessons. So I've just kind of gone into West Ham full time. I don't know how it happened, but I remember just chatting to my dad about it. So I've gone in full time at West Ham from under 15s.
Yeah, so that's like
year 10, year 11, going
yeah.
So I remember not doing year 11 in school. I remember not doing year 11
At all.
Didn't do year 11 at all.
I trained
Every day. Tony Carr, West Ham. Yeah,
That was that.
Yeah.
that was good. I enjoyed that.
How was he?
Me and Tony Carr got on, man. Me and Tony got on. We got on like West Ham at the
Because he's
time.
old school.
Yeah,
and not even that. Sorry to cut you out. On top of that, you're not saying that it's unheard of because a lot of boys like he said Johnny gets day. Well, not getting day release, but you know what I'm talking. He's in a position too, but we know why he's not doing it yet. But you were doing it at 15 full time. It's not really heard of.
Yeah, of course.
Unless they really rate you like that, but I don't really know someone.
One kid back in the day that just pops into mind. You saying that, and that's a kid called Jack Jebb.
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
yeah.
And I think he dropped out of school about 15.
And
he went full time at Arsenal because they could see something. But then, no disrespect to Jack, that didn't crack.
No.
Do you get what I mean? That ceiling was a ceiling, and he didn't get to bust that ceiling. But he took that.
Yeah, I said, see, like my dad's always be on like, looked at education and said, education very redeeming. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do this football thing properly, he always backed me. He allowed me. You know what I mean? Because he knew when it comes to school, I switched off. Not because I was stupid. I'm just not there. Like mentally. So it was go for it. Because he said, as an education regime, we see people go back to uni, back to whatever age. So he always was like that. So yeah, probably 15. Yeah, under 15s, I've gone in full time West Ham. Playing up. I remember being under 15s, under 16s, playing FA Youth Cup.
Early.
Yeah, like starting FA Youth Cup, Newcastle. Like I remember all this. So West Ham at that time was alright. Probably as I got a bit older, I saw me and West Ham. Looking back, me and West Ham didn't see. It would never worked at West Ham.
Why?
I just look at it. I'm not here to say I was perfect at West Ham, by the way. I got into little problems like arguments with coaches. Little, you know what I mean? For me, I said it was little. They might have seen it different. But yeah, I just look at like if you looked at how everyone else was compared to me, I was just a completely different animal to my teammates at West Ham.
Would you say you wasn't a yes boy?
No, you can see you weren't a yes man
he
because he
wasn't a yes boy.
just already told you he's having debates with the coaches. But I'm
just
saying,
character-wise, see, like West Ham, it's a very East End family. Or you're right, mate. What's happening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
That's West Ham.
100%.
If you look at my team, so I had Rob Hall, Blair Turgott, Matthias Fanamo, Jack Powell.
Like I said, big up Rob.
Yeah.
You looked after my youth.
Yeah,
Rob.
my boy. Rob's my boy.
No, serious. Rob looked after him while he was there in the house as well.
Yeah, exactly. Dylan Tom Bides, God rest his soul. My boy. But they've all been together. 12, 11, 8, 7.
They started early.
They started early. So when I've come in, it's like I'm as much as we all get on, I'm a different. Trust me, I know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Like I'm a different character.
You're not like them.
I'm not
And
like
I'm
them.
not- I'm
Yeah,
not- I'm
yeah,
not
you
meaning
know
it.
what I mean. I'm not like
You're
them.
not built like them either because
Yeah,
they're built through this.
Exactly. That's not my.
You're not built through this.
My thing was very
Yeah, I get that.
separate. You know, I grew up. And this ain't me to say I grew up mad, rough, or it's like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I'm
no,
a different.
No,
I was just different to them, and I think
understand.
everyone knew that they would say the same. So when I'm at West Ham now, and I've got to play because who's better than me type thing, but I'm just not the same. You know, they don't know me. Do you know what I mean? They don't know me from under eights. Remember, West Ham had a agency inside the club. I think I can't remember, Skills Equal maybe.
Yes,
maybe
yes.
I can't remember. It might be them.
You're right.
I didn't sign with them. Look, so
You're right. And that was their agency for a little while. That was
Yeah.
like everyone's first.
Yeah.
You go there for like your first agent.
Yeah.
You
And
kinda
I'm
go
pretty
there.
sure all of my teammates
We're
was
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to go conspiracy theories and all that, but maybe something that had an effect on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just looking back at West Ham, I was just a different animal, and that's if you look back at I knew a lot of players at the Arsenals and Chelsea's, Tottenham's. If you look at the characters in that team, there was no different to me. There's more of them than there was the West Ham type.
Yeah.
So it's like, but me at West Ham, I'm seen as flipping what the hell. But if I was at Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, if you look, if there's some of the things people done, I spoke to my brethren at Arsenal that they done, I said, I've never done anything of the sort. You know what I mean? My thing might have been a bit more, don't talk to me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From not even from the manager, more from a fitness coach.
Yeah.
Not from a goalkeeper coach.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I do.
And the thing is, them man, they do too much. They think that,
but this is...
And this is what happens.
You're a
It-
physio.
It kind of dominates.
Respectfully.
You're a physio,
because then the physio then goes in and goes.
Yeah. You're part-time, big man.
I just spoke to Dom, you know.
Stop doing full-time.
Dom's a bit
Relax.
cheeky.
Exactly.
You know?
And but now we understand it. Effectively, I'm still 16, 17. So remember this.
And I was going to say, sorry to cut you,
Go on.
Dom. I was going to also say, with the schooling as well. So
I finished school.
they're
Yeah.
not even looking at the fact that, boy, you know what? How we deal with this youth might be
Slightly
a bit different. Even like just talking to him.
Exactly.
We might have to talk to him just a bit
Slightly
different
different.
because he's not used to that. But
But this is what I'm trying to say. And that's why I say I was different because I always say you got to deal with everyone differently.
You have to.
You know, but ultimately you're seen as a youth team player. They don't, you know what I mean? For me, it wasn't about, because I'm saying I've been full-time since 15. So when I'm actually a first-year scholar or a second-year scholar now, how can you talk to me like I've been in this building the last 3-4 years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe that was the wrong way of seeing it, but it just didn't sit right with me because, bruv, like, do you know what I mean?
You couldn't gauge why.
I couldn't gauge. Yeah.
Why has everything changed?
But I've been here. You know what I mean? And it's not that everyone knows I'm not big time. I don't think I'm the best player. No, that's not my character. But my thing is when it comes to people that aren't managers, that like maybe fitness coach or physios or sports scientists, you're for the players. Talk to them correct. I don't care
100.
that you're older than me or I'm a youth team player. Because if I was a 17-year-old in the first team, you're not going to talk to me like that. But it's, you know what I mean? But but as I said, my dad always say, maybe because I didn't finish school, that level of authority it's never happened to me.
But I get that. But I also think that they as coaches and they as people should also take time.
But they don't.
To understand.
I know that.
The kids.
I know.
That's what I'm do you know what? I say it all the time, innit? Because it's like, even mine, I've got two, one's 12, one's 15.
Yeah.
And they're totally different. Yeah, totally. The 12-year-old, I'll tell him something and he'll do it immediately.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. You might.
The 15-year-old,
It's a different.
I might have to beat him up.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's so up and down.
Yeah.
But we're getting to the same place.
Yeah.
But one, I can just talk to
Yeah,
you.
but-
And one, do you understand what I'm trying to say? But they're different characters.
100% go on.
It's even it's just going off of the back what you said. It's a conversation I had with a coach when this was before lockdown. Young guy, and I remember seeing him just moving reckless with certain kids. I'm thinking, what's going on here?
Don't work like that.
Like, and I told him, I was like, bro, you just got your badges, right? Is him, yeah. Is listen, you know, you're not just a coach. He's like, what do you mean? you're a guardian as well.
bro.
You're a mentor as well.
I remember
Like
that.
you're gonna be with these kids they're gonna be seeing you. They're probably gonna see more time than they see their parents.
Facts.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So if you're gonna be adopting this attitude with them, remember you're part time as well.
No, bro,
So
I've
this
seen
kid, you're seeing this kid saying he's got a bad attitude and he's talking in a particular way. Have you even checked to see what his background's like?
So if I'm going to be a coach, like even say like I don't want to coach like young kids yet because I know I can't deal with them.
Communicate.
You know what I
how
mean?
you want to
So
with
I would
them.
rather deal with 16, 18-year-olds
Yeah,
so I can kind of
course.
fix up kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot, it's such a job. It's a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'll get my X amount of salary a year.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to diss people because I get it from point of view, you've got to pay bills.
Yeah.
But for me, this is everything. So why you can effectively, as a coach, mess up my career, it doesn't mean that to you. But this 2 years that I work with you, that has a knock-on effect for the rest of my career. But they don't understand because they're still in the same, they get the same salary.
Yeah.
So it's deep, man. So
even just talking to you right now, as a player, I can see that you're a creator.
yeah, but they know like if you
Because you're so frustrated, like you sound frustrated.
yeah no
You know those ones.
yeah
like,
yeah yeah
you
yeah
sound frustrated, and I always say Junior. I told Junior a story about my own son.
Yeah.
and because he's a creator,
yeah
and under 13s, he's not getting in the team.
yeah
He's got the last 20 minutes. They're 3-1 down.
yeah
He plays a cross angle ball,
yeah
but no one can see. I never saw it.
yeah
Do you understand what
yeah,
I'm trying to say? He's just literally pinged it out to the winger.
done his thing, yeah.
The winger's got it. Wingers beat the man, pull it in, go.
Yeah.
But the moment my son's kicked the ball, I've heard the coach say no.
Mm.
And the moment I heard the coach say no, I was mad. I didn't even care about whatever else happened.
Yeah.
I just, it
Why,
was like,
yo?
just make sure he scores.
Yeah.
So I've got him.
Yeah.
And when they scored, it was like, watch after the game.
Yeah.
Because it was like, how dare you?
But this
Because you can't see the
but
picture.
they can't, and that's why I say like for me, I get at West Ham, I'm ahead of my time. I don't want to say it like I'm big time, but I've been ahead of my time when it comes to football.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk to me about football. Like, but from young.
Okay.
From young. So it's like, I could watch a video of me at West Ham now. The way I played, remember my team was like Blair, the sharp, fast players. As much as I was sharp, that wasn't my thing. I'm more want to control the game.
Yeah.
That was and everyone probably will say the same. And I remember like being at West Ham, and we done match analysis, I think, and we've played Chelsea. I think we might have won the game, whatever. And I've got the ball. I remember doing that, and I've got the ball, and done a good bit of play. I just kind of just got up the pitch. One of the not even our main coach, was like a next guy, I think named Paul Heffer. He stopped it. He's a guy, legend at the club, has been around the club, and he said, "Why didn't you run?" I didn't want to at that for that particular moment of how the game was. I didn't need to. I didn't want to. But probably at 16, 15, 16, 17 saying that kind of can come across in a
rude.
Yeah. But it was never about being rude. It was, why am I running, bro? Why am I running?
You can see what I've done.
You know what I mean?
So why did
I remember I got little things like that, West Ham. Like my energy was different. I remember same thing, playing a training game. And got the ball down a good bit of play. Run. This like a goalkeeper coach shouting at me. Thinking like, bruv. You know what I mean? I like I'm not saying I'm right, but I kind of gave him that like, bruv, shut up, man, like whatever kind of thing. And I half remember that I was meant to be in the reserve squad. I wasn't in the reserve squad after that. I remember that. I
clearly.
I remember, because I remember that. And it's like little thing like that. And it's like, it was never about being big time. It was, I know football. I know, like, I knew what I knew what I was doing, because my schooling of football outside of West Ham was different. So in the summer, we do like summer football. Yeah. So I've done that. We used to play at Pitts and in Lewisham, but I'm 14, 15. But like, I'd get a phone call from Jason Punchin, like one of my big cousins. He would call me, ball. But I'm there playing ball with Jason Punchin, Dean McDonald, Paolo Vanazza, in Fitzhall, like
and you're a little boy.
Yeah.
So you're like 10 years younger than them.
Yeah.
At them
I mean, these times they're probably 22, 23. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are,
And they're seasoned.
seasoned players.
Yeah.
And on Ferdinand's, all these players
Was
are
this
there.
when Punches at Southampton, right? Or was he at Palace these days?
I played with Punch for years, so it's been
Okay.
it's been a journey with Punch
yeah.
From Barnet.
Barnet's, flipping Plymouth's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like proper, and he's a star. Then there's like the man in the ends that are just ridiculous, but they ain't got to
They ain't
the
got
on,
there.
you know what I mean? I'm playing.
So that means that Blackman and them man there. Or Jay Blackman.
Yeah, all these players
Yeah.
out there. I know these
he's
man.
around them, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
he's around that age.
I know
Fulham
these
as well.
people. I said 5, 6, 7 years younger than man. But so when I'm playing summer ball, and this is proper tick attack, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to West Ham, and this pitch is big, and you're my age, or I know my thing. You know what I mean? I know my thing. You know what I mean? I know my thing, and because I've known that from young. And maybe, obviously, I probably couldn't articulate myself. It maybe just come across, why are you telling me I don't want to run? You know what I mean? So little things. So as I look at West Ham, I'm not here to say I was perfect, but I just look, it was never going to work.
Yeah.
Like, it was just never, you know what I mean? Just not going to work. Little problems I had. I remember getting told off for celebrating in training. Like, I'm scoring my goals. I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing.
Is this like has there been a build up already, and now this is part of it?
No, it's
Because after a while they start to nitpick at certain
Yeah,
things
no,
just to frustrate.
You know how it goes.
You know,
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
like,
Is it
I
one
can't
of them?
remember it being a build up. I just
Yeah.
remember
That's part of the process.
just part of the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like I remember celebrating training. Like everyone's in threes. I'm in a 2. Everyone's missing. So set it to your partner, ping it wide, cross. Me and my partner are scoring. But I'm a character. I'm being silly, but I'm scoring my goals. So I'm doing it right.
Mhm.
I remember being after in the physio room, just getting a strap in or a rub, whatever. Coach comes up to me, I don't be celebrating in training. And I just kind of all right, yeah, cool. But now looking back on it, that's bonkers. Because I would never not do that.
Of course.
As I've got old, if a manager told me that now, I'll probably do it more. Because
And I find that frustrating.
Yeah.
Even when you go to academy, before the lockdown, it's like it's proper still. Like, you know what,
bro?
like
I keep
it's like
telling you
proper
that, like,
still.
where
Like,
do you go
you've just
to
scored,
an
bruv.
academy
Go and
get
run
innocent?
around and
be fun.
You're watching a big man. No disrespect. When you're watching Prem,
It's
you're
annoying.
watching big men
yeah.
make up routines.
Mm.
Big men.
But this is my whole
No,
thing.
big men.
Yeah.
Big men.
Yeah.
Grown men.
And then you see under 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 16 to 18s. Put their hand up.
Or
Like,
they just go up, run up to
or
him quiet.
they do what they're told to do,
Yeah.
because I know this is fact. They're told to run, celebrate, and everybody runs to the corner
To waste
together
time.
to waste time,
Yeah.
and then everybody goes back up.
Yeah.
I know that as fact.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is none of that exuberance
But it's
from these kids.
But and that's probably from young. I've never seen football at school because I dropped out of school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that didn't work for me, kind of thing. So when I went to football, I've always looked, as long as you go in, you're respectful, you work hard, train well, everything else is kind of irrelevant. Like, because you're gonna go in football. There's gonna be someone that's quiet, don't talk to anyone, but he gets in on time, says hello. He might not be as joyful as someone else. Like some boys might come, yes, boys, what's happening? So much, yes, good morning, respect. Go out and train it. That don't make him right and the character wrong. Because as long as they turn up on time, be respectful to dinner lady, kit man, coach. It doesn't matter if I score a goal and I celebrate and he scores a goal and don't celebrate. It doesn't make him more serious than me. And when they talk about play the game, the only game is do your extras, work hard, be respectful. Anything, your character should not be a problem in football.
But you know it is.
And that's probably why looking back at West Ham, it was just a big. I've been at West Ham. It spoke to me about clothes I'm wearing. What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, they knew what time it was.
They
They
knew-
knew what they were doing.
but remember,
They
I
started-
come
So
up-
it started to become cars,
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah, because
yeah.
You get
I
what I
come.
mean?
These
You got to remember that
little petty
outside of
things.
football, I come up like my big homies and that day was doing the thing. So I like nice clothes.
That's what you saw.
That's
That's what you saw, yeah.
Like my dad likes to dress nice. My mum and dad put me in Pradas, all these things, buy me nice. So remember, I'm pro. Now you've given me the money, by the way. You've given me the money. You know what I mean? So if I want to go buy a pair of Pradas, wear a Louis Vuitton belt, wear an Armani tracksuit instead of a Nike tracksuit. As long as that's not affecting my football,
I've got all rights.
exactly. I remember going into a FA Youth Cup game. Coaches pulled me before, talking about we all like nice clothes. I'm there like, what are you even talking about? So when I remember being at West Ham, I'm talking to Carlton Cole.
All right.
Yeah. And I think Colin Kazim Richards is coming in on trial at the time. And I'm talking to them. But they kind of know my friends from outside, of my big cousins and all that. So I'm talking to them. I remember my coach saying, don't talk to them. But this is what I relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not telling me anything
Wrong.
We're just talking because we relate outside of that. But then I remember one of my teammates, white kid, you know what I mean? Like my brethren out loads of time for him, but he's what's happening, mate? You know, talk to Mark Noble regular. Mark Noble's got his arm around him. Nothing gets said about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he just relates to Mark Noble. But Mark Noble happens to be Mr. West Ham. But I'm talking to Carlton Cole, Colin Kazim, Junior Stanislav would come in the youth team change room and chat to me.
Yeah. People
look at me weird. Junior Stanislav at certain times would drop me back to South London. But I'm 16, 17. It's probably looked at maybe getting ahead. Like, you know what I mean?
He's getting ahead of himself,
but
he thinks he's Mr.
kid's
Big
just
Baller.
He's only been there 2 minutes and he's rubbing shoulders with
all these
got
things.
The geezers
But then outside of football, I go play football in the summer. I'm playing football with
them,
Zavon Hines,
Junior
Stanislav, flipping, Punchin, all these people. Paolo Vanazzas, Andre Bucards. So it's just normal
life,
like maybe because I just happen to know the better footballers.
Of course.
You just naturally, you know what I mean?
And again, I think they see it as you've just come in. How the hell does he know what's going on here? That's not right.
Where's his relationships with these
people? What's going on? And then when they see a group, obviously they're going to judge as a group of black boys.
100%.
What's going on over there?
100%. Remember when an Armani tracksuit? I'm telling you, Adidas tracksuit. All you young boys. But then when someone else comes in it, it's just like
the little subliminals.
These subliminals. I just remember little things like West Ham, and I just remember at the time for me, it didn't happen. I remember doing a bleep test at West Ham. One of my teammates, white boy, good lad, proper character. He's doing his bleep test. He's took his clothes off. He's just doing it in his pants.
Yeah.
But it's banter. But he's doing his. Everyone's laughing. If I had done that now, I can just imagine it being, what the fuck is it? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The man's like, we're 17, 18.
He's in his pants.
He's in his pants. But he's doing what he's meant to be doing. So I look at it, I don't feel a type of way. I just look at it, it's funny. This is sick. This is sick. Like, but I can just imagine myself doing it and it
twisted in another way.
So that's why I say look at West Ham. I just don't think West Ham was ever gonna work. Oh. That's my story.
So where was the break? Where was the, you know what, this is it? Where was the...
I just think it just got to a stage where...
What was the conversation? Was it?
Yeah. I just remember I got a pay up. I remember getting a pay up.
So they got rid of you early.
How long was that? So that was your first pro, right?
So I signed pro at my 70th birthday. Yeah. So probably 18. So I done 17. It's probably like before I turned 19 maybe.
So you got a 3 year deal? 2 year deal?
So my birthday is November. So I done 2.5 years. I had a 2.5 year pro.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe... the final year of my pro, maybe. My pro, maybe. And then...
I know you made your reserves debut, didn't you?
Yeah, I played a few reserve games. But West Ham, don't get me wrong, like, everyone's journey at West Ham is different. You know what I mean? But my particular journey was just, you know what I mean? So even like playing reserves, I remember getting called up to train reserves. Alex Dyer was in charge at the time. Called up to train reserves. Dom, you're in a squad for the reserves tomorrow. Whatever. That night, man just phoned me, Alex Dyer, and he said, Dom, Junior Stanislav's coming down to get some minutes. So you're not going to be involved, but you're going to train with the first team tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, cool. You can't do anything about that. I remember going in to training, because remember at West we got 2 training grounds, Little Heath and Chadwell Heath. There's like players I was the only one from my team in the squad. Players that wasn't in the squad are going to train with the first team. I'm still with my age group. And I'm thinking, I was in the squad. Yes, I was in the squad yesterday. I've got told to train with the first team. 5-6 players have been called to train with the first team, and I'm not one of them. So when I say I look back at little things I've done at West Ham, it just wasn't
Yeah,
a marriage. It wasn't the right marriage.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's so many other things, but that's the long and short of West Ham.
So where was the route out? Where did you go? Left, right, forward?
Yeah, what happened after you got the payout?
I
Got
had no club. I've had like two payups in my career, 2, 3 maybe. But every time I had a payout, I've never had a club. So I left West Ham.
How long were you out for before you started getting?
Before you had another club, a sniff.
4 months, 5 months maybe.
Okay. And when you were out for that long,
I've been playing a couple games for Tottenham local team.
So you went. I'm gonna say you dropped down, but you just
that's like
to get some minutes.
Yeah, I remember I went up to Stoke in this time.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Stoke liked me, but I remember I just wasn't probably up north at that time. Wasn't for
you. Wasn't for 19
me.
at this time, isn't it?
18, 19 at the time maybe.
Yeah.
And then I go Barnet
mm-hmm.
under Edgar Davids. There for 6 months. That's just that's.
What was he like as a gaffer?
Everyone says
short of it.
Yeah, like
man can't even get the word.
He looking back at he's overqualified for the level. That's the truth. You're overqualified.
Right. Okay.
So
his expectations were mad.
Yeah.
High.
So maybe don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was Mr. Nice Guy. Like he was a bit arrogant. But I think Dutch people as a whole they're a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
But Edgar Davids, bro. I'm training at Barnet. Like, trust me. Like, I'm not saying this right, but I get it. I remember like being at Barnet. Our training ground was a good training ground. Like, remember Brazil came over, and Brazil's at our training ground. We're locked in the pavilion. We can't get out. We got to let Brazil. Edgar Davids just out there walking around, bigging up Ronaldinho, Neymar, Dan. These things different. So did you get it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So looking back on it, he was overqualified for the level.
Okay.
And I was a young boy, so whatever.
Then after that, what was it?
Colchester.
Right?
So again, I was no club for a period of time.
Yeah.
Went Colchester on a trial.
Yeah.
So hold on, how long was you out again? So like it was
4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Remember?
Right?
Yeah, I remember that. Gone in on a trial. Gone on a trial. Under 23. So I'm 19. I remember 18, 19 at the time. Gone on a trial. Man just signs me, puts me in a 1 month contract. Literally 1 month. From October to November. Play a few games, do alright. Gives me another month to the new year.
Yeah.
Do well. Then I remember just being in training, ripping up in training. I just go, that's why you get another deal in the middle of training clubs. I'm playing wide at this stage. I'm like 1v1, just ripping up players and whatever. Gives me a deal to end the season. So from November to end of the season at Colchester, I played about 30 games, 35 games, something. Done well at Colchester.
Was that League 1, League 2?
At the time. Oh, right. League 1 at the time. Done well there. Signed a 2-year deal in the summer. Come back pre-season. Involved. First 6 games, I think we lose. We're not getting good results. Whatever. Manager walks away, gets sacked. New management come in. Not even new management. It was the 23s manager I was on trial with. He become assistant.
All right.
Then like head of academy or something. Tony Hume's name was. He become first team manager. And then didn't play a game.
For the whole year?
Yeah, no, so there's about I'm travelling for about 6 games.
All right.
6 games.
That's all. There's the first 6.
First 6.
The manager gets
done. So I'm travelling with them.
And then.
But I'm not playing. I remember I played 20 minutes against Sheffield United. 1-0 up. Go 1-0 up. Go 2-0 up. We end up losing the game 3-2.
Right.
Remember this. And I don't know, I just felt like in the change room after the game, I just felt energy was directed towards me for some reason, whatever. Then the next game, not involved. I think I travel. They get to a stage where he paused me and said, like, Dom, you're too good to not keep traveling, not playing. So we're gonna leave you at home. That type of thing.
Sorry, you're too good
to travel and not play something along those lines. Like something along those lines.
That sounds like a mad cop-out, you know that?
Brother,
Yeah, cop out.
bars there, you know.
And
like,
then
what is that?
So yeah, I remember coming in. I'm training with the youth team.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, but not you, the 23s. But it's actually it's my age group. I'm 19.
Yeah.
But it's like no one would. The management wouldn't tell me. Players will come up to me, done with the youth team today, you know, or 23s today. I'm like, why don't you lot just tell me, bro? Like, why don't you lot just tell me?
But this time you're a first team player.
Yeah. Like everyone. I mean, everyone knows me. Like I'm in there with like, cause we got remember coach. We had a proper like, predominantly black change room, urban. Clinton Morrison was there. Magnus Okungai, Marcus Bean, Jabo Abire, Sanchez Watt.
Easy.
Okay. Craig Eastman.
All right.
Like me and like other young boys.
Yeah.
It was a proper like
Nice.
sick time at Colchester.
All right.
But I'm a character in it, so I'll get done with the 23s. I'm like, fuck it, let's go train 23s. Like just, and I think I end up just leaving, pay up.
One.
Go Welling.
Yeah.
Go Welling.
But after Welling, you went Wrexham.
Yeah.
Which is, it's seen as probably one of the best stints.
Yeah.
That you've had up to date.
100%.
What was different
up
with
there?
Wrexham?
It was just
like because you've gone up. You've gone up now.
You're up north now. Because I remember being in Jamaica with my missus, and my dad's phoning me. WhatsApp call. You know what I mean? I remember I was talking about. I said, "Boy, it's what it is now." Because at this stage, leaving home and going up north was nothing for me. That didn't, you know what I mean? I'm on it. Like I'll go. I remember coming back from Jamaica. Met Aldershot, I think, one day. Next day, got trained to Wrexham. Just had a conversation with him. Because the manager was Gary Mills, and we playing for Welling. He was at Gateshead. But passed it properly, like proper passed it. And so when I've scored against him with that, so when I've spoke to a couple of people, proper, like passed the ball, no more than 3 touches in training. So everyone sung his praises, kind of thing.
All right.
Gone there, negotiated, just spent a few hours up there, negotiated a deal. Got the deal done. Signed, gone up there, and it was what it was meant to be. And that's probably to this day obviously one of my favourite times, but probably one of the worst, because I think that was the time in my career that's kind of set it on a downward spiral, I should say. The way it ended at Wrexham. But yeah, I've gone there. It was sick. Like Wrexham was sick. Like sick. Like player house. You know what I mean? Like
it's funny you say that because quote unquote.
Go on.
Quote unquote.
Go on.
And this is I'm not gonna say his name because he's still active in the game, but this was a quote from him. He said, "A lot of players, well, no, actually, so this is coming from a lot of players, but coaches." But he said this was from a specific coach saying he was an unbelievable talent.
Yeah,
and you look at him in training and think he can do things nobody in our team can do.
My guy Scotty, my guy Scotty V. Yeah.
So when you say that, and then now you're saying that the marriage didn't end, so it's another divorce.
Yeah, like I said,
he was the wasn't
he
he
played
like
champ?
captain?
He played champ, right?
Scotty Vernon.
I think it's and Scottish Prems. I think Scotty. It was with Matt Grimsby.
Do you think he's just saying that just for saying it's sake? Or
no, I remember.
I believe there's truth because a lot of players
I
have said
remember.
that as well.
I remember being at training with Matt Grimsby, and he's gone to me. I wish you was at Man United to see how good you really was. Like what you training, man. Because probably looking back at things I've done in training, for me this is my standard, isn't it? Like, but looking at other players, it might come across that was kind of mad. But for me, it's
normal.
This is it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but not even normal in the sense of brushing off like it's normal. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I'm just
because
like,
it's normal to you.
But
to you, it's just like, I'm supposed to do that. Like,
and so it's I get it. It's nice. It's nice, but it breaks my heart at the same time because it's like, fuck me, man's here. You know what I mean? And I can't put my finger on why. Obviously, the cliches would be you got to look yourself in the mirror and da-da-da. I hear all that. But if you broke down my career bit by bit, and I would ask you lot the questions, I don't think anyone had answered it themselves.
Yeah.
So again, going back to Wrexham.
Yeah, just about to say.
Yeah, sick. Started the season well. I think we lost our first game, Bromley, but we passed the ball. Like, it was proper.
Good football.
I just remember it was just sick. Just sick how how I've envisioned football was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was done well. I'm on 11 goals, 10 assists by Christmas, January.
That's a move.
Yeah, but I knew that. But I didn't
know?
want to leave. You didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I said it from pre-season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do like the fans thing.
Yeah.
I said I want to stay for the season. That was my remit.
Yeah.
Stay for the season. Yeah. So when I'm on 11 goals, 10 assists in January, agents ring. I ain't got an agent at this time. Phones ringing, but we know we can go wherever.
Yeah.
I remember I scored against Tranmere, and I said, "Listen, I want to stay for the season. I think I get 20 goals." Because
this at Grimsby?
No, it's at Wrexham.
Wrexham, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying I know I would have, because I was on penalties. I was on free. I took everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So you had a good chance.
Yeah. And then, long story short, now is deadline day. We played Eastleigh on a Saturday, so it's southbound. So I'm at home. We've got Sunday and Monday off.
Monday's deadline day.
Monday's deadline day.
Yeah.
So my yard, like, no, I'm going up West End. I'm going up West End on a Monday. Manager calls me. I ain't even got his number saved. Just like, manager, oh, you're right, Dom. Yeah, we've accepted a bid from Grimsby. Do you want to go? Nah, don't go to Grimsby. Grimsby, the same league at the time. And yeah, why do I need to go? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to go. And he's like, oh yeah, speak to your agent, whatever. Long story short now is, I'm hearing if I stay, I'm not going to play. I'm not in the plans going forward.
So they've gone from a point of asking you to now literally telling you, like, look, this is how it's going to go.
I'm inconsistent. I don't help my fullback. Like, just raw, like.
But you got 10 goals and 11 assists.
And I'm inconsistent. So imagine if I got consistent.
I might be lightning then, innit?
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, literally, and but I'm in West End. Like, I'm just cracking on with my day. But then I see, like, my dad be phoning me. Obviously, I had an agent at the time. Agent's phoning me, and like, my dad like plays devil's advocate. He's like, yeah, Dom, you might have to go. But I'm like, nah, Dad, I'm not going Grimsby. Like, I don't do, like, I've silenced everyone I need to silence. I'm not going from Grimsby, respectfully to Grimsby, because I end up there fucking next season anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm not going Grimsby. They're the same league as us at the time. Like, what? I'm not, like, and at the time, the basic offered me in around the same money. I'm like, what?
What am I moving? It's further up north.
Grimsby, everyone knows what Grimsby's like. It's like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I'm not going, Dad, man. Yeah, but you might have to. Because at that stage, can I stay at Wrexham and not play? I can't. I can't. But remember, this is a deadline day. So we've turned down clubs this whole January. Shrewsbury's, I can't remember, Fleetwood's, clubs. Yeah. You know what I mean? I score the viral goal I score. I'm in the papers. Charlton, Wolves, Rotherham, Birmingham, Grimsby. Come on, you know what I mean?
Doesn't add up.
It don't add up. I'm in the ends. I'm in West Norwood. I'm on my friend's estate, Unity Close in Crown Point. I'm there. Agent phones me. It's like 6 o'clock, by the way. Agent's phoned me. Dom, you got to go Scunthorpe. Make your way. I'm like, what? What? I don't even know where Scunthorpe is. I don't know what league Scunthorpe is at the time. I'm thinking, but this is a decision. I'm not even. This is my life. This isn't just a move. This is my life. Because I'm 21. 21. I've earned my stripes now. Scunthorpe obviously offer me more money, but it's like, it's not. The money's not making me jump at it. It's just a move. The money you've offered me is like a standard upgrade to what I've done anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not anything. I'm like, bruv, I'm not going. I'm like, what? 2.5 year deal, XYZ. I'm like to my agent, why can't we sign a 1.5 years? He's like, no, security. But at this, I don't care about security. I'm just caring about. I'm trying to keep going. Trying to keep going. It's at 6 o'clock. I'm in West Norwood. I'm in jeans, leather jacket. I've got to go Scunthorpe. I've got training tomorrow. I'm thinking, bruv, like I'm like how I am now. I'm that.
Yeah, you're show shots. You don't know what's going on.
Remember, I live in Croydon. Yeah, I've got no boxers. I've got nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, do I go home? But I got to get on a train. So I'm like, get my cousin I'm with, drop me to Brixton Tube Station. I get on a tube to flipping, I don't know, Euston or King's Cross.
One of them two, yeah.